So yeah, we got a couple things to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, first time after the new job. This is weird. I'm so used to like coming back, and now I'm like, ooh, I'm professional.
Now you can be unprofessional.
Yeah, now I feel like I'm stripping down, like rolling up the sleeves. I'm like, all right, time for some nerdy goodness.
Definitely, yeah. I know. I've been waiting to our usual Wednesdays so we can record and do this stuff.
All right. Well,
yeah. Welcome to Geeklirious,
Episode 7.
Yeah, is it at 7 already?
7, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say yes. If it's
That's
not,
what's after 6, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. It feels like we just did episode 1 like a day ago, and we're already on episode 7.
I know. Yeah, we're doing pretty good so far.
All right. Yeah. Well, I am Brian.
I'm Mike.
And this is Geeklirious, a show featuring geeky, nerdy goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. Just pretty much whatever we want to talk about, but that's usually the case.
The main thing is it's a conversation that usually leads to some pretty good topics occasionally.
Yeah, on occasion. Well, we're still working on it.
Working out the kinks, but yeah. So, what do we got today, Mike?
Well, let me get out my news. My newspaper.
The news feed.
Well, I mean, today we got a bunch of good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk a little bit about a Punisher.
Oh, the Netflix series.
Yeah, I finished it. You haven't finished it yet, but we'll keep the spoilers out so everyone that hasn't seen it yet, they'll be able to listen, so which is good. I'm also going to do a little review of Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale game. Just finished that recently, so going to talk a bit about that.
Yeah.
And what else do we got? We got some Captain Marvel news.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Incredibles 2 teaser.
Even more excited.
Yes. And yeah, pretty much that's it. It's going to be a small show, but we got a lot to talk about still.
Right. So, with that being said, for the 2 in attendance, for the couple of people watching at home, this is Geeklirious.
Yes. It's been a long time coming.
So, digging into movie news?
Yeah. Well, what do we got? Incredibles 2, the teaser.
Yeah, a little bit of Pixar news.
Yeah.
But, right off the bat,
What do you think?
Incredibles 2. This is really the Pixar sequel era right now. We had Cars 3, we're getting Toy Story 4, which we'll talk about in a sec.
Yeah.
But Incredibles 2, I think, is possibly the most anticipated of those sequels.
I agree. Long time coming. Everyone was wondering when they were going to get it, because that was like one of the things everyone was talking about. Has to have a sequel.
Yeah, and the first movie ended with the mole people coming up from like the ground.
Yeah.
So it left it open for a sequel. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say like as a cliffhanger, but it definitely left the story open, which is really cool.
And they're picking up right after, like
that's what I'm hearing. Right? Yeah, maybe we'll finally get to see that mole person fight.
Yeah, everyone's reprising their roles, right? As far as the cast,
I haven't heard anything different, but I wouldn't be surprised if they changed some. Yeah. I mean, if they're picking up right from where they left off, I mean, Dash and Violet are probably going to be different actors because they're, they were kids, and I'm sure their voices have changed since then.
I would hope so, yeah.
Stuck in perpetual puberty.
Yeah, but I mean, like, because we didn't really know those actors' real names anyway. I'm talking about, like, as long as we get more Frozone, I'm okay with anything, right?
No, as long as Samuel L. Jackson reprises his role.
Yeah, he will. I mean, he's in everything, so of course.
Why is my super suit? Why do you want to know? Oh my god, fantastic.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, actually.
I have 3 little siblings, so I forget which one it was, but one of them was obsessed with it for a long time. And every time my babysat, it's like, oh, can we watch Incredibles? Yeah, I guess for the 14th time in like 2 weeks. But, those movies are meant for like replayability.
Yeah.
Or rewatchability, I should say.
Yeah, kids love to replay their...
repetition.
What's up with that, right?
They love repetition. You know, it's like those... They have so many toys that are just like, you press the same button and they play the same thing over and over again. And they love it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't remember doing that. Maybe I did put... Yeah. I guess I did.
Well, you were a toddler a long time ago.
Yeah, too long. So I'm looking forward to it. When does that come out? It's next year?
Right? I think it's summer? 2019. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. It might be sooner than that, but it's not too far away, though.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty much the next big Pixar thing, though, right?
Yeah, well, there's Coco. It comes out...
Isn't it out already?
Coco? It comes out, like, if it's not out, like, today, it's out really soon.
Yeah.
I think it was, like, Thanksgiving, so it might come out today.
That's kind of going under the radar, but it actually looked kind of fun.
I'm hearing fantastic reviews about it.
Yeah. I'm sure it will do enormous numbers, because even, like, the ones you don't think are gonna do anything, they just blow up. Those movies just everywhere.
Pixar, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, aside from, like, the Cars movies, there's really no, I guess, negatively reviewed Pixar movies. Like, all of them have been good.
What's your favorite? My
favorite Pixar movie? That's really tough. Maybe... I love Up.
Yeah?
Up is great. Ratatouille is, I think, super underrated.
Yeah. That's a really good one.
It's hard, though, because, like, I love Finding Nemo. I was
never a fan of Finding Nemo.
Yeah?
I mean, I like the, visually, I think it's great.
Oh, yeah.
But, I don't know.
But, probably Up. I love Up.
Huh.
WALL-E's good, too.
WALL-E was good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, good choices. Yeah, maybe, for me, I know I'm forgetting, but yeah, Ratatouille is really good, and maybe Toy Story.
Toy Story is good.
Just because that hit the right time when I was...
All of them are good, too. 2 is probably the weakest, but 1 and 3 are... I mean, they're all good, but...
I like 2 as well. Yeah, I like 2 a lot.
2's good, just I feel like 1 and 3 are on another level.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, 2 is a good sequel.
Wasn't that like a... Did that come out in theaters, the second one, or was that a direct to VHS or whatever when it came out?
I feel like it came out in theaters, but...
I feel like there wasn't a huge push for that as much as the other ones.
Yeah. Well, that might have just been, like, the time.
Yeah.
I feel like sequels weren't pushed as much. Yeah. You know, like, they kind of came out under the radar.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize there was, like, 4 Cinderella sequels.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm not a huge Pixar fan, but I'll probably actually go to see that.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah. Just because it's pretty much Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it's what the Fantastic Four movies should have been.
Yeah. Take
notes, Fox. Or Disney, depending on who has the rights.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows at this point, right? So what else we got? Captain Marvel news, right?
Yeah. But before we do that, though, we gotta talk about John Lasseter and Pixar.
Yes, yeah. You know more about it than I do, so what's going on?
And I'm not the expert on it, but essentially what I read this morning was that John Lasseter was taking some kind of a hiatus due to alleged, I guess, sexual harassment allegations, which, of course, I feel like we talk about this every week. There's another celebrity getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But
it's terrible, but yeah, it's ridiculous now. Every episode we're going to be talking about this, so unfortunately, I guess.
But as long as it falls within our wheelhouse, you know, like...
Well, yeah, of course.
But, what was it? Oh, so the big thing is that Rashida Jones of Parks and Rec fame...
She's great.
Oh, yeah. I love her.
Yeah.
She's actually in the Muppets movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she had some workings with Disney before, and she was supposed to be in Toy Story 4, which is, you know...
What character? Is she... She's been in the other ones, right?
I think she was in 3 as well. But I don't remember if she was in 2. I forget what character she plays, to be honest.
Okay, yeah.
But I think she's definitely a toy.
Yeah, because... So this wasn't her first
I don't
role
think
in
so.
the Toy
I
Story
think 3.
franchise, right?
I think she's in 3.
Okay.
She might have been in the others, but I'm pretty sure it was just 3. She apparently, allegedly, stepped away from Toy Story 4 because of John Lasseter, making, I guess, unwanted advances. But this whole thing turned out to be bogus because Rashida Jones released a statement saying that, no, this is not true, and that I left Toy Story 4 due to differences with Pixar, not specifically John Lasseter.
See, now every time... See, this is the problem. Now every time, like, a female leaves a project, now everyone's going to assume it's because, the sexual abuse. Or, I mean, people leave for... Who knows? I mean, there are any amount of reasons. I mean, she just had something else she wanted to do. Who knows?
Yeah. The evolution of the last, like, month or month and a half has been crazy.
Yeah. Now it's just fake news about these stories.
All right, Donald Trump over here with your fake news.
Yeah, fake news. It's just the media makes all this stuff.
Yeah.
Loads of stuff. But, I mean, there's real cases, too, and I just don't want the real stuff to be bogged down by all this fake stuff.
Yeah, and... like I think you said last week on the podcast, it's a matter of to take it seriously or to not. Yeah. And if I feel like you said before, with so many cases coming forward, it's hard to find out what's real and what's not, and you don't want to not take it seriously and then be wrong about it, and then you don't want to take every case that comes up seriously because then, people who don't deserve it, like John Lasseter, are going to be getting in trouble and they're going to be, defamed.
Yeah. Even more so, like, now, like, the people that have been, like, seriously accused of it, like Weinstein or stuff, now it's kind of, like, takes a little bit of heat off of him.
Yeah.
The real, like, not to say there aren't other people, but it's like... Now we've moved on to 10 other people.
Yeah.
We were mad at him. Now he's kind of just relaxing, probably hanging out by the beach with millions of dollars and still doing the slimy things he's doing. And no one's talking about him anymore because there's
so many other cases.
1,000 other accusations building up right after him. And this happens with all these news stories, and it's ridiculous.
But, alright, so obviously we'll keep you updated as more information about that comes out.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to do Punisher?
Well, let's talk about Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's right, Captain Marvel.
Yes.
You did lead in with that.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. The movie coming out next year, I believe. Jude Law just got attached to play the male lead in it. And... I like Jude Law. Do you, I'm forgetting the movies that he's been in, even though
my
he's been
favorite
in a bunch.
Is Enemy at the Gate.
Yes.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, good movie. Really good. I don't know what role he's going to be playing in it.
It's unspecified at this point, right?
From what I understand, yeah, but it is, it's obviously going to be a major, they said male lead, so...
You think it's like a love interest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, possibly. It's just weird. I don't know how they're gonna... Maybe he plays, what is it, the Kree person that comes and gives her the powers or something?
Could be.
Like, yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work out, but yeah, hey, talent. When you add talent to a movie, that's always good news.
You know what, when you told me about this before... The first thing that ran through my head was it's the equivalent of Chris Pine in Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except I'm hoping it's going to be way better than Wonder Woman because I really didn't like that movie.
I still have to watch it. I'm sorry, DC.
No, you don't.
No, because I want to watch Justice League.
No, you don't. Yeah, actually, I do want to. We talked about this. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Why haven't you seen it yet? Just because the reviews?
No. Well, the reviews are favorable, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah, for the most part. You know?
I don't know. I think a little bit more favorable, but I don't know. I've heard a lot of.
I've heard negative
stuff.
reviews. Yeah. I've heard positive reviews, but I feel like I've heard more positive than negative. Yeah.
So are you still down to see it?
Yeah, I'm still down to see it. I just started the new job.
Yeah,
so
no, we know you're busy and
chaotic
stuff, but but you're still.
I'm still on the DC hype train.
You're still on that bandwagon. Okay, so Jude Law in Captain Marvel, always a plus.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to have an actual good comic book movie starring a female lead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
You think that'll tie into Guardians of the Galaxy at all?
I think so. I think
cool.
I think eventually like all the cosmic stuff.
Yeah. I feel like if there's going to be like any movie that should, it would be Guardians to have like drop a cameo or something like that.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Especially with like the Nova Corporate, like the Nova Corps. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be more of like a lot of her on Earth or her in space or a little bit of both. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to work it, but I'm excited. Brie Larson, of course, she's great.
Yeah. She's been she got some Oscar stuff, I think last year.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so that's always a plus.
Yeah, definitely good thing to have star power in your movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Jude Law in a while, but
he was in that movie with frickin' Melissa McCarthy.
Like a comedy?
Yeah, it was a comedy. He like dies in the first 10 minutes of it.
Spoiler.
I think that was the don't worry about it. I can't even remember the name of this stupid movie. I watched it with my fiance, and she likes Melissa McCarthy. I can't stand her personally. I think she's really annoying. But
I'm impartial. I haven't seen enough of her.
The only movie I liked with her was Heat. With Sandra Bullock.
I hated that movie.
Really? You didn't like it?
Yeah, I really hated that movie. Not necessarily because of McCarthy or whatever, but just the whole. Yeah, I don't know.
Really, I thought it was enjoyable. I liked Bill Burr in it.
Yeah, Bill Burr's great and everything.
All right, so now Punisher.
Yeah, I mean it's not necessarily movie news; it's TV/Netflix news.
Okay.
But yeah, Punisher.
We can totally move on to TV stuff.
Yeah, because light movie news, not too much besides what we talked about. But yeah, Punisher. Bump ba da bump. I'm not going to talk about it too much. I can't spoil it, unfortunately, because, you haven't started watching it.
I haven't seen it, and I think we should do a full, review of it once I've seen the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely, write in to us and, let us know if you guys want to hear that. Because we'll definitely I know I'm down for that.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about.
So, how is it? What's your impression of it? Positive?
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, really positive. I've been really super hyped for this, since Daredevil season 2 when he's introduced. You saw that, right?
Yeah, no, I'm all caught up on everything.
You saw the Defenders and everything.
Yes.
Okay, so you know about the Punisher and that.
Oh yeah, no, he was the best part of Daredevil season 2.
Yeah, he was great, and he continues with this, man. It's they get deeper into he actually has characters, people that he knows that he was in the military with, and you get a lot of veterans talking, and it gets there's a lot of talk about how they're treated when they get home, and disabled veterans, and it's actually really thoughtful with all that stuff, because you don't really hear about that stuff. You always hear, you just see the wars and you see all the glory stuff, but you don't see people coming home and having PTSD and no leg, and that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's rough.
Yeah, and in this Punisher, it takes place, I'm not going to say too much, but it does take place after the events of what happened in season 2.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Obviously. There are flashbacks of prior to that.
That's what I was going to ask about, whether or not there were flashbacks.
Yeah, there are, and they're just well done, man. The action in this, probably the best in the Netflix Marvel stuff. Yeah. Oh. But it is really gruesome and gory. Well, if you can handle that. Like, I don't really have a problem with that, but there's parts in it, man, where it's like, it's brutal.
So it is brutal. What you're saying is not for the faint of heart.
No. Yeah, definitely not. I mean, most of it, yeah, it's really violent. Yeah. So go into that. It's just definitely the most violent of the Marvel stuff. Probably the most violent thing on Netflix. I don't know, man. It
might be. Well, not to spoil anything, but that one scene in the prison with Punisher from season 2, that was crazy gory. Mm-hmm. And if that's pretty much what I'm getting the impression of from what you're saying.
There's stuff like that times 2. You know? Like, there's a lot of stabbing, a lot of shooting, a lot of killing.
Sounds like a Punisher TV show.
A lot of sex in it too. So, I mean, obviously there's no nudity really. I mean, there's a few butts and whatnot, but,
like butts.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and the supporting cast. Obviously, the guy that plays Frank Castle, Shane from The Walking Dead.
Ready for a name drop here? It's John Barenthal.
Yeah, John Barenthal, yeah. He's great. He plays, just like in season 2, he just, when you see him, because he's always serious and stuff, and then when you actually see him, like, have emotions, it's, like, really, it's touching. When you see him, he's thinking about his family.
Did you see Baby Driver?
No.
He's in that.
He is?
Yeah. He had a very small role. He's only in a couple scenes here and there, but...
I don't know why I haven't seen that. I always wanted to...
Baby Driver is probably my top movie of that year. Wait, did that come out this year, 2017?
I think so.
Top movie 2017, hands down.
I definitely want to go to... I need to see that, and I need to see Kingsman. Both of those movies I haven't seen, and I've been wanting to... the second Kingsman. I saw the first one.
But getting back to Punisher. So, where does it rank in the Netflix series?
It's tough. I don't know what's between Daredevil season 2 and this, pretty much. It's a close, tie.
Well, for top?
Yeah, for top.
Wait, you like season 2 of Daredevil better than season 1?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson. Wow.
Well, yeah. Well, season... Yeah, I mean, it's tough, because I really liked season 1 of Daredevil.
I preferred season 1, because season 2 had a lot of weird things that I wasn't, completely okay with. Like
the hand and stuff?
It just felt very slow at certain points.
Elektra?
Yeah, I didn't like the Elektra stuff that much. I didn't like her character.
Really?
Yeah, I think she was one of the weakest parts of that and the Defenders.
I like that stuff, with the ninjas and stuff. Dude, there was so many cool parts.
No, it was great fight scenes. Just, it's hard to talk about without giving too much away, but,
Well, we can talk about season 2 of Daredevil, right?
Well, pretty much I'm talking about, after the Punisher kind of... You know how, he goes away for a little bit, and there's, a span of time between then and then, the last, couple episodes?
Yeah.
That span is pretty much what I hated.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the build-up part, yeah.
It was slow. I don't know.
I could see that with, I could see that. Yeah, but this, man, it never lets up. All action. I mean, there are some slow parts, obviously, but for the most part, just really hardcore action. There's a lot of, there's some good humor in it, too. It gets funny. The characters.
Are there any cameos? You don't have to, be, specifically, but any from the...
No.
None?
No.
Wow. Even, what's her face? Claire?
No.
Really? No. That'd be the first show that she's not in then.
Well, there is one. It's not even a spoiler because I think everyone knows Karen Page from Daredevil. She's in it.
Yeah, she was in the trailer.
Girl. Yeah. She was in the trailer. So, yeah, she's in it, but that's the only connection.
Man, I've had a crush on her ever since True Blood.
She was in that?
Yeah, she played the eternal virgin vampire.
Okay.
She got turned while she was a virgin, and now every time she has sex, her lady parts regrow, so she's forever a virgin.
Oh.
Yeah.
True Blood, wow. I never got into that, but...
First season was good, second season was okay, everything else after that was pretty much crap. But
yeah.
If you want to watch some good TV, the first 2 seasons of True Blood are actually decent.
Yeah, I'll skip that, though. I don't know.
He's like...
I remember when it was hot, and I remember all my friends would be into it.
The AIDS burger.
Yeah, and I just couldn't... I don't know, something about it didn't do it for me.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's definitely a bit girly in a way. Yeah, but...
Which, I don't know if that was the problem. I'm not even sure what was the problem for that movie. But either way, Punisher, yeah, it's hard to talk about without spoiling stuff. Yeah, so I won't.
I would just say, I think you've done a really good job. Essentially what I've gotten from it is super violent, action-packed, decent flashback scenes that show some emotional type stuff. A lot of veteran PTSD. You see that side. Yeah,
the war is held. You do see that sort of stuff. It's very anti-war as much as it portrays war accurately. Like this, it's crazy. People are dying. Oh,
no,
man,
it sounds good.
It's really cool.
No, from what you've said, I now want to watch it more than I did before, which I wanted to watch it a lot.
Yes, but if you're sensitive to blood and violence and stuff, you might want to think twice, because it is
viewer beware.
Definitely more violent than the other ones. So, and those were pretty violent too. Yeah. So, if you could handle the stuff from season 2 of Daredevil with the Punisher, there's just more of that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But really good. We will once Brian's done watching it.
We'll do a full review.
We'll do a full review.
Full breakdown, spoilers, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you want to move on to video games?
Yes. It's a podcast day today.
It is.
Yeah, I have a lot to, with the Punisher, and now Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series, finally wrapped up. I've been waiting. Seems like forever for the last episode to come out.
So you buy the episodes individually, right? Kind of like you did with Walking Dead? Or you buy like a season pass?
You can, you can do... I bought it on the cheap, the season pass. I think I got it for like $10 maybe. Originally, like $20-25. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I got it for like half off, which was great. And the first episode of it, I was thinking, okay, I like the Guardians, so that was cool and all, but it took me a little while. Like, the first episode was just not a good episode. But from there, from the second to the fifth, it just becomes great all of a sudden.
So what made you continue playing it? Because you already bought the season pass?
Yeah, I was like, okay. I bought the first episode.
Might as well play it.
You know what? And I stopped. I played it, and I played the second episode that was good, and then I played the third episode when that came out, but when it came out, it had a glitch in it that, like, the characters were just invisible for some reason.
Oh, jeez.
Telltale has a lot of glitches in their games, and that's primarily why I don't even like to spend full price on them.
The only game I played by them is Walking Dead Season 1.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is, if you like Guardians, bro, it's really good. It's really good. It takes a little while to get used to, okay, it's not Chris Pratt and it's not Zoe Saldana and Batista, but everyone in it is really good. Oh, man. A really good, it's quick each episode. You could probably beat the whole thing in like 5 hours. Mm-hmm. But yeah, really good. Very funny. I like, there's not like, they really done something like with the combat. It's really cool how the buttons come up. It's just that they do the action really well with like you're watching it.
I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
So, my first introduction to Rocket Raccoon was actually in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Okay.
Rocket Raccoon was a playable character in it.
Uh-huh.
And in that, he had an Australian accent. I don't know why. Does he have an Australian accent in the Telltale series?
No.
That's so weird. Why does he have an Australian accent?
I don't know. I think maybe originally he was supposed to be portrayed like that. But
I don't know. I don't know enough about the Guardians. I've only seen the movies, so... And that one game where he had an Australian accent.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the stuff where he's, like a cartoon. I haven't heard many people do his voice besides Bradley Cooper.
I remember when Bradley Cooper was first announced as the voice of Rocket, I'm like, oh, I wonder if he's going to do the Australian accent. Now I'm thinking about it like that, it just seems so stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some really cool things they do. Like, the first episode... They kill Thanos.
Really?
Much. Yeah.
Ooh.
With Rocket's big, giant, cannon laser. Yeah, exactly. The big effing gun. That, like, breaks in the middle of using it, and you're, like, trying to fix it, while the other Guardians are fighting him and stuff, and
that sounds like fun.
You blast him or whatever, and he dies. So you got to choose like who to give the body to. Like you can choose whether you want to give it to the Nova Corps and be friends with them, or you can choose to sell it to the Collector and stuff.
Is the Collector played by Benicio del Toro?
No. And did you know in Thor Ragnarok, the Mastermind is supposed to be his brother? The Collector's brother?
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes total sense now that you say that.
Yeah. A little factoid. But,
you learn things
really good. There's a lot of cool, they do like a lot of, there's, in it, there's this, like, special stone or whatever that can bring people back from the dead and stuff.
Okay. Is that the Infinity Stone?
No. And, no, I'm forgetting what they called it in it,
That's not that big of a deal, but...
Yeah.
So there's a stone that zombifies people?
Well, no, it brings them to life. Like,
okay.
Like, not zombies. Although that'd be pretty rad, too. And, this, it turns out there was a Kree warrior left, and she wants the crystal to resurrect the other Kree people and stuff. Actually, no, it's because she wants to resurrect her dead son or whatever, mostly, but all the Krees too. And, they do that. So it's just them fighting her, and there's some really cool parts. Like, they do a lot of cool stuff with Drax. You get a lot of his backstory with his family, like, before that.
Oh, yeah, because his family is murdered, right?
Yeah. They show, like, Thanos, like, doing that and stuff. Yeah, they show a lot of backstory with Gamora and her sister, Nebula. There's a lot of touching moments. And even Rocket has a love interest in episode 2, I think.
Is it another raccoon?
No, it's like an otter mutant.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's... probably... I almost cried during that episode. It's
really?
Touching. Yeah, it gets you, man.
Alright.
Yeah.
You make me want to play it. It sounds good.
Really good. I recommend anyone that's into the movies, which who isn't, pick it up. Everyone was, because the first episode wasn't great. I know a lot of people said they just fell off after the first episode. But if you can stick with it, if you can find it cheap, I recommend it totally. Really, one of my favorite Telltale games, I think Walking Dead Season 1 and Tales from the Borderlands are like my favorites, but this is definitely up there with those.
Yeah, I have Season 2 of Walking Dead loaded on my PlayStation.
Yeah.
It was free. It was one of the freebie games.
Yeah.
And I just never played it, but it's loaded on there if I ever wanted to play it.
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. And
I kind of fell off the Walking Dead TV series, so I kind of like stopped all Walking Dead stuff, so I really didn't care.
The Telltale games are so
Nothing
much
to do with
better
it,
than the shows.
That's what I got.
Well, they're just tighter. Of. There's no bloat, there's nothing, there's not Daryl wandering around or Morgan crying for the 1000th time. And,
oh my god. I've never wanted a kid to die
Negan
more than him.
Just taking forever to finish with how he's saying and all that other stuff. But yeah, Telltale, man, I'm still not sick of their formula. Their games can be glitchy, but I
wanted
really
to play
like
the
what
Batman
they do.
game.
It's on sale right now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap for the Black Friday sales. So,
Ooh, can I talk about some video game stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you're not the gamer. But...
I know. I have 2 things to talk about this week as far as video games.
Some good stuff.
All right, so first off, as you all know from listening to this podcast, I am a rather large wrestling fan.
Oh, really? This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
And so I've been playing WWE 2K18, and the NXT Superstar Pack just dropped. So you got...
So is that new wrestlers?
Yeah. It's people on their developmental program called NXT.
Okay.
Next NXT.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How clever. WWE.
And so you got a couple people I've been dying to play as since they were announced, like Aleister Black, Ruby Riott. But, yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. So I was playing with those a little bit last night after I came home from work. The character models are really good. The entrances are spot on, especially for Aleister Black. He does like this flip into the ring and then rolls into like an Indian position. All right, that's culturally incorrect. What do they call it? Crisscross applesauce now.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, he rolls into a crisscross applesauce position and just kind of like meditates in the ring. And I've always thought that was pretty cool, and they added that into the game, and that's pretty cool. So, not really much to talk about, but that was released, and I
So, is it just
enjoyed
characters? Or
yeah,
is there
just
new
the characters.
Rings or anything? No?
No new arenas. Usually what they do is they do one NXT pack, one Legends pack, and then a moves pack, where they add, like, usually a ton of moves. We're talking 30, 40 different new moves into the game.
How much was the... Can you get the NXT thing?
I think it was $12.
I know you got the season pass or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was $12.
$12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
And how many characters you get?
I think 5. Aleister Black, Ruby Riott, Lars Sullivan, Elias. I feel like I'm missing one. Somebody else, probably.
King Kong Bundy.
Yes. He's actually not in the game this year. He has been in past years, but he's not in this one.
Oh, man.
And then the Legends pack has the Hardy Boys in it, which is pretty
They're
cool.
not legends, man.
They're legends at this point.
Yeah?
Dude, they've been
I guess
around.
I still feel like they're... Because I don't watch it, I still feel like they're kind of, sort of new. But no, they've been around for like 30 years at this point.
But no, I'm excited for that. Can't wait to play as Matt and Jeff, but...
They're not in it?
They not in the game yet. They'll be included in the Legends pack. It's them and the Rockers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're having fun with it?
Yeah, no, I was playing a little bit last night. Can't wait to play a little bit more.
Are you still doing the campaign for it? Are you just playing multiplayer?
I finished up the player, the My Career mode.
Okay.
I won the championship at WrestleMania and cemented myself. Yeah, to the last match, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, because I know that depending on the choices you make during My Career, certain things change. Mm-hmm. Like, I went anti-authority, so they put me as number 1 in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So they kind of screwed me. But I know if you go with the authority, you get to go as number 30.
Oh.
Yeah, so little changes like that. So I don't know if the ending was different or not, depending on what you did, but I faced The Rock and Triple H in a triple threat match for the title at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun.
Now, are you the type of guy that will, like, turn off the game if he loses a match and then, like, restart? Or, like, will you take the loss if you lose?
I normally take the loss, but in the career mode, it usually doesn't let you. It's just like, no, you lost. You have to win. So,
oh, really? So
depending on certain matches, if they're story based.
Oh, okay.
Like, you can lose like generic matches on TV.
Yeah.
But if it comes to something story wise, they'll make you win.
Okay.
Or make you lose, depending on the stipulation. Sometimes they'll just be like a cutscene at the end of the match where you think you've won, but then, you get screwed or something. That happened to me a couple times. But, cause I was anti-authority, so they were trying to do everything in their power to keep the belt off me.
Okay.
They even, suspended me at one point, and I came back, a year later. But it was, 2019. She came back 2020. I'm like, oh god. And everyone's like, welcome back. I'm like, I haven't left. I still got the same t-shirt on. But no, that was a lot of fun. And anyway, second piece of video game news that I want to talk about. You lent me Sly Cooper 4.
I did. I completely forgot about that, actually. Yeah.
Yes, as glitchy as your PS Vita is, I've somehow managed to get into level 2, which is the Western, the Wild West. I love playing as what is it, the Kid Cooper?
Yeah.
So from a young age, when I first got my PS2, Sly Cooper 1 was the first game I ever got. And I played 1, I played 2, I played 3, and then I got an Xbox 360, never got to play 4 because it came out on the PS3.
Yeah. Never
was able to play it. And I think last week on the podcast I mentioned that, and you're like, oh, I'll lend you it. Yeah. And he actually did. Next week he brought me the PS Vita. So I've been playing that nonstop. It's bringing back memories like you wouldn't believe. It is such a good game.
Yeah.
Really Did you finish it?
No.
I saw your save file was on the Wild West level.
Yeah.
So you were only on level 2.
Yeah, I barely played that game, just because I only use it for, like, commutes, and I rarely commute. Okay. So, like, I don't play it too much.
I've just been sitting at bed at night playing it with headphones in. That's what I've been doing. But
it's fun.
Yeah, no, it's 100% faithful to the original series. Even though it came out so long after. Anyway, this is probably old news at this point, but just wanted to geek out for a second. This is what we do here on Geeklirious.
That's really cool. Someone's getting the use out of Vita, you know? That's really great. You know, because there's not many of us anymore, so... You know,
if they had one for the PS4, I would probably buy it. Take your games on the go like that. Yeah. I have a break at work now that's an hour long. I can play... I can play a video game during that if I wanted to.
Well, yeah.
But yeah.
You got the Vita now, so.
But yeah, no. Yeah, your PS Vita is glitchy as hell, though.
Yeah.
Dude, it shuts off on me. Infinite loading screens.
See, I've had the touch screen.
The touchpad, that was only one day that happened to me.
See, that was my only... I've never had it shut off on me.
I'll be playing it, and then out of nowhere, it just pops corrupt file. And then I have to restart the PS Vita and then turn it back on, and it works fine.
Man,
but
sucks.
It sucks when I'm like 90% through a level, and then it well, I shouldn't say a level, but like a section.
Yeah.
And like there was this hacking mini game I was like getting really frustrated with, and I finally got through it. And right before I was finished with it, it crashed, and I had to redo the whole segment over. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for that because I'm reliving my past.
No, absolutely.
And it's awesome.
My pleasure. I haven't used my Vita in a while. Yeah, just because, like I said, I don't, really, it was only a Persona 4 because that was the only place I could play Persona 4 Golden on, and that's the only game I really played that and Shovel Knight I played like a lot on the Vita.
Yeah.
I don't really use it much.
Maybe if I beat Sly Cooper, I might play a little bit of Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight's great.
But to be honest, I'll probably just give it back to you once I beat Sly Cooper.
Either way, whatever. It's there when you need it. And also just another quick game thing. I was reading earlier that The Witcher 3. Have you played The Witcher 3?
I have not, but I hear it's great.
Apparently, there's still one of the devs. He's still working on it. Like he's still modding The Witcher 3.
Really?
Yeah. Like. They're working on their other game, and he's still doing... That's
good passion.
CD Projekt. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Passion.
Like, you don't see other companies doing that. Like, they're still contributing stuff.
No, you don't.
3 years after the game came out. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And,
there's very few games that are doing things like that. I know, like, Valve does that kind of stuff with their game. They're still making new hats for Team Fortress 2, and they're great. They need to come out with Left 4 Dead 3, though.
Yeah.
Just make a 3 in general.
I mean, there's always mods for games and stuff, but to actually have a developer still making, like, improvements to that stuff, that's amazing. So, awesome. Shout out to CD Projekt Red.
There you go.
We love you. We love The Witcher.
Mike does. I've never played it, but I'm sure it's good.
Can't wait. You haven't played The Witcher?
No. I know.
I'm going to have to bring that over.
I'll finally play that in Last of Us.
After you beat The Last of Us, I'll bring over
the Sly Cooper and Last of Us, and in between when I'm not playing WWE.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else?
As far as games?
As far as anything.
Let's see. I think we were pretty good. Yeah, we talked about The Incredibles.
All right.
Yeah, we talked about Garden. Yeah. I think that pretty much wraps it up.
You want to do our plugs and get going?
Yeah. As always, you guys can find us at Geeklirious on Twitter.
Yep.
Instagram.
Yep.
Our Gmail. Geeklirious.
Yep.
YouTube, of course.
Yeah, where you are most likely listening to this, because it's the only platform we have it on right now.
Yeah, if you're listening to it in other ways, let us know.
Yeah, that would be something.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on any other means, that'd be interesting.
By carrier pigeon.
Yeah, smoke signal. That'd be awesome. Whatever.
Smoke signal. Someone's like someone's Morse coding our podcast.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We're working on making a Facebook page, so we're going to have that up and running sooner rather than later. But we're going to enjoy our Thanksgiving time off.
Yes.
I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you. You as well, Mike.
To everyone out there listening, if you're hearing this in time, everyone eat a lot of turkey.
It'll go up on Friday, so...
That's perfect. Well,
all right, so...
Okay, well...
Hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And
eat a lot of turkey leftovers for me, yeah.
And have fun shopping on Black Friday.
Yes, and email us. Let us know questions, comments.
Yeah, anything you want to...
Let us know.
Anything you want to tell us.
Yes.
All right. Well, as always, this has been Brian.
Mike.
And you've listened to Geeklirious.
Episode 7.
Episode 7.
All right.
All right, guys.
Later, guys.